Hi guys, welcome back to another video. For today's video, I'm going to be talking about the importance of cleaning your implements, how I package them, when I use them, how I use them, where I place them, how to clean them, how to sanitize, how to disinfect, and then also the steps that I take in order for them to be in great condition for the next service. There's things that we're supposed to throw out, and there's also things that we can reuse again over and over again. Right now, due to COVID, we're supposed to take another extra certification, which is called COVID-19 and Barbicide. With these two certifications, it actually extends a little bit more detail of the things and the precautions that we need to take in order to continue doing services. It is very simple and it's very easy to do. It's also one of the biggest lawsuits that there are in the nail industry. People get lazy, not really trying to take the time or even put in the effort. But at the end of the day, we're dealing with the public. There's a lot of people that have a lot of underlying health conditions, and it is our job to make sure that we're taking care of them 100%. I like using Barbicide, and it is a little bit more aggressive. When there's improper implement cleaning, it can lead to diseases, cross-contamination, hepatitis, HIV, infections, nailfunguses, amputation, and including death. It is very important that your nail techs are using brand new files and brand new buffers every time they perform your service. Now let's get started and let me show you this very simple and easy process. This is really simple and everybody has their own way, but at the end of the day, we all need to perform and follow those same steps. As far as your implements, you can do different things. When you go to school, they teach you to put your implements under towel. Other people use boxes. I use pouches and they're disposable, so when I'm done with my service, I can just throw it away. I just have this and I put this underneath my table. It also has a pedal, so when I'm done with my service, I just press on it, it opens it up, and then I throw in the implements that need to be disinfected and sanitized. You also want to make sure that you have extra implements, because sometimes you can have that person that can maybe reschedule and then you can fit another one right in, and maybe that person wants a manicure or pedicure and you got to change your schedule a little bit just to accommodate. It could be possible. Now let's say if that happens, you want to make sure that you have extra implements. The last thing that you want to do is be like washing and disinfecting your implements in front of your clients. As far as me, for a little bit easier process, I just put all of them and collect them all in my container. And then about every week and a half, then I'll do all the cleaning. Some people clean their implements like right after every service. That's kind of like what we did when we went to school. Other people can have like extra few depending on the services that you're gonna have for the day, but I always like being prepared. I don't like to rush. I definitely don't want my client waiting and me like cleaning my implements before I perform the service. Or sometimes when salons get really busy and they're client after client after client, that's when they start being lazy and forgetting to clean their implements, and they're not taking the proper steps for you to receive that service. Every nail tech has their own system, and this is very simple for me. Put this little bucket. You guys can see, you guys can find this for about $1 at Walmart, dollar store, or something like that. I always put a little plastic bag inside of it. And this is where I place my implements as I'm doing a service. At the end of my service, I just grab a little bag and I just put it in my container. Even though you didn't use this because you put the plastic bag, you still want to wash it. Now when it's time to clean the implements, there's a few things that I'm going to keep and there's a few things that I'm going to trash. We're going to keep the metal implements, a cuticle pusher. This is what I use for a nipper. This right here is made of rubber and plastic. Instead of using nippers, I just love using this little blade, but you have to be really careful because you can really do some serious damage with that. If I'm doing a manicure, obviously I'm not going to use a drill bit, but let's say if I worked on an acrylic set, then it'll be inside my bag. For these right here, these are sanding bands. You have to make sure that your nail tech is using a brand new one on your service every single time. Now the next question, can we reuse these? The answer is we were taught to. Now due to COVID, make sure that your nail tech has a brand new file and a brand new buffer in every service. And how can you tell? You can tell by the edges. You can tell to see if it's worn down. As you guys can see, this is a very nice file and it was only used once. Same thing with the buffer, just make sure that it looks new, and we get to trash these. And this brush, that is to remove all the dust around and underneath the cuticle. This right here is called Barbicide, so depending on the size of your jar, it's gonna have different measurements. A way that I can speed up this process is by doing the same kind of implement all at the same time. I start with the brushes just because it takes a little bit longer for them to dry. I'm gonna rinse them. after 10 minutes, I use a clean container and I rinse the brush that I had inside the barbicide. Make sure that you get all that water out. The less water is inside the bristle, the faster it's going to dry. Alright guys, don't forget to like, comment, share, and subscribe. Hit that bell for more nail videos!